Welcome to the PVA stand here at Productronica. Delighted to be joined by Frank Hart, who's one of the managing directors of the company. Nice to see you, Frank.
Good to see you again, Trevor. Thank you for having us.
Yeah. So obviously we've all been out of the loop for the last 2 years in terms of physical trade shows, but you've still been busy in that time, developing your product and also building it. Bring us up to speed.
Well, certainly changing the way we do business over the last year and a half has been huge, as you said. Developing new products been one. Obviously, investing a lot into our virtual resources, what we do digitally, has all been critical over the last year and a half. We spent a lot of time and effort doing that, and I think it's going to benefit our customers going forward. Mm-hmm. We're still seeing customers as we get back to semi-normal, desiring a lot of the virtual things that we do as far as machine buy-offs and application testing, et cetera, that we've built into what we've done over the last year and a half. So we're excited about it, and this week we're starting to see some of the products that we've been developing over that period of time start to hit the market.
Right. So when you say you've been developing, you've been the digitization side of the business. Have you been working on the software interface with the
quite significantly. Yeah, quite significantly, and that goes from everything from IPC CFX and HERMES integration to complete overhaul of our Pathmaster programming software, which will be coming in 2022.
Right, okay. So let's talk a little bit specifically about the Delta model we've got here in front of us.
Yeah.
It's quite an interesting looking product. It seems it's got like 3 or 4 different valves there you can use, so talk us through it.
Yeah, sure. I mean, this is an extension of some of our patented technology that we first pioneered back in the early 90s. We were the first to patent the servo rotation and tilt motion of application heads, specifically for conformal coating. Mm-hmm. And what we're doing here is utilizing an option that, a couple of options actually. One, a tool changer that allows you to use multiple heads without sacrificing your work area. By having the single application head location, you're actually be able to use the full range of motion of the machine, which is critical to our customers, especially as they want flexibility. And a lot of our customers go larger. It's funny enough that while we talk about miniaturization in the market, we actually outsell our smaller machine almost 3 to 1 with our larger Delta 8 unit here. So our customers actually go bigger and want more flexibility. So
yeah, well, they need it for the, as you say, for the miniaturization, for the tall components sitting in next to the small
Absolutely.
ones.
So that's been huge for us. So our Delta 8 here has a tool changer that'll swap heads as you desire to do different tasks, different chemistries. We can do up to 4 different heads at a time on a machine without sacrificing the work area. And then really the big part that's an extension off of our traditional rotation and tilt technology is the ability to modify the position of the head in a motorized fashion, plus or minus 50 degrees. So prior to this, you would typically have a pneumatic actuator that would allow you to go in a 0 position to a second program position, but nowhere in between. So now you can go plus or minus 50 degrees. So again, as you get higher components closer together, you can use the angle that fits you best for that application. Right,
okay. So typically what sort of valve configuration does it come with? It comes with one that'll do dot sizes, one that'll do sprays.
Yeah. Typically our customers, and a lot of it starts with the coating material, obviously. So depending upon whether you're using a UV or 100% solids material that may be atomized, typically you would use an air-introduced wider coverage head, and then a detailing head to do any underneath components, small, tight-to-fit areas. If you're working with a solvent-based chemistry, then you would still use the same kind of detailing head, but then you would film coat with no air introduction, because you're going to get a significant amount of solvent evaporation. So typically there's some sort of combination of wide coverage and small coverage in a common application.
Right, excellent, okay. And as for testing, I mean, you're doing nice tight lines there, but what about testing the thickness? That's done offline, is it?
Typically done offline. Yeah, we're seeing a combination of testing for thickness, which can become a couple of different ways it can be done. We're seeing a lot of use of fluorescing agents. I really haven't seen one that is supported by the material industry that works very well. Most of our customers are really looking for coverage more than anything right now.
Yeah.
I know a reliable thickness measurement tool that's automated is kind of the holy grail for sure.
Yeah.
But right now, a lot of our customers are doing inspection either in the cell, if their volume and cycle time allows it, or after the cell in a wider scanning kind of motion,
Right.
which we provide as well.
Yeah.
Yep.
Excellent. Okay, great. Okay, well, thank you for telling us that. Any other features on this system before?
Really just the new application heads. I would say really the tool changer and the tilt motion are key. The third head that's going to get picked up here is going to be our ES Ultrafine that we just introduced right before the pandemic, which traditionally our traditional ES head will go to about a 1/4 of an inch in pattern width. This one here will go down to an 1/8 of an inch. So again, as we see things getting smaller, this valve has been hugely important to us over the last 1.5 years, and
Right.
something we're very excited about.
Right. And I noticed that the valves are magnetic in the way that they pick up.
Yep. Yeah, we use vacuum and a magnet, and then we also have needle calibration in the machine. So whenever, again, that's a programmable function. So if every time you switch a valve, if you want to go back and recalibrate the position to get within the specified range of the plus or minus 1/1000th of an inch, you can do that.
Great. Okay. Well, thank you for showing us that today.
It's a pleasure as always to see you.
Nice to see you.
Thank you for your time.
We're going to do this.
We're going to do that this time? Okay, well, thank you very much for having us. We're looking forward to it.
Thank you.
Thank you.